Napoleon devoted most of his time to war. He stayed in France for only 1/3 of the days in his reign. When he became first consul in 1799, France was at war with the remnants of the Second Coalition. France still relied on the numerical strength provided by the levy and masse, but battles were comparatively small. Napoleon's victory at Arcola, for example, had matched 20,000 French soldiers against 17,000 Austrians. During the next 15 years, Napoleon fought nearly permanent war against Europe. His armies occupied Madrid, Rome, Vienna, Berlin, and Moscow. This required the standing conscription of young Frenchmen, usually for 5 years. By 1814 he had drafted 2.6 million men and led more than 1 million of them to their death. These huge numbers helped to explain Napoleon's victories. The Revolutionary Army at Valmy had number-bared only 59,000. By the time of the Third Coalition, 1805-07, Napoleon often sent 100,000 men into a battle, and that number soon seemed small. A French army of 96,000 crushed a Prussian force of 53,000, then pursued them relentlessly. Napoleon lost 5.2% of his army while the Prussians lost 47.2%. When Napoleon lost such advantages, he began to lose battles. Numbers alone do not account for Napoleon's military reputation, however. His skillful use of artillery, especially concentrated artillery firing rapidly, versus the accepted wisdom of conserving ammunition, won some battles. His use of elite cavalry units as shock troops to attack infantry won others. But his military greatness was less a matter of brilliant strategies than inspired opportunism. In contrast, Napoleon encountered a different psychology of war when he invaded Russia in 1812. The Russians used a scorched earth strategy. They burnt the farms and fields of the Russian peasantry instead of leaving food supplies for the French. By 1805 Napoleon faced a third coalition of Britain, Austria, and Russia. He prepared for an invasion of England until October 1805, when Admiral Horatio Nelson's fleet destroyed the French fleet near the Spanish coast off Cape Trafalgar, depriving Napoleon of the naval power needed for an invasion.